What is up, everyone? Animac here for AnimeUproar. Welcome to another episode of Rant, Café, episode 42, I believe, by my count. So we've been at this for a while. Joining me today, we have a very special guest for the first time here on the channel, Misty Chronexia. What is up, Misty?
Hey, thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to join you guys and tell you about all these cool stuff that we're going to discuss today.
Awesome, man. Glad that you could join us. You were friends with our boy Noxtaku, and glad that you guys could figure out the schedule to make it to the stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also have Noxtaku back. What's up, Nox?
Nothing much. Great. I'm glad to be back. Every week is a pleasure.
Every week is a pleasure. I like that. Very nice general statement, but it brings it all together. By the way, we also have Anime Recon in the building. What's up, Anime Recon?
What is up? I'm hyped for this, yo. Let's go.
And
okay. Next.
by the way, Recon back in the UK, so he's going to be extra hyped up and crazy tonight. And we also got Soul Maka also in the UK.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? It's your boy here again. Always glad to be here.
Nice. Thanks, guys, everyone, for joining me. Welcome, everyone, in the chat. I see people are chilling in the chat and talking already. For our general topic that we're going to have this week is long anime or long shonen and whether they're worth your time. Because as you guys know, I've been a pretty big skeptic of long anime, meaning anime over 100 episodes. Usually, my favorite types of anime are like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, around 60 episodes. So I've been very hesitant, even though I've seen a ton of anime, to watch long anime. However, lately I've been hearing more and more that people are recommending it. Especially, I know my brother Gozen is really into One Piece right now. He's reading the whole manga, trying to catch up. One over 100 episode anime that I did recently catch up on is Dragon Ball Super, which I was a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but then I've been putting off Dragon Ball Super for such a long time, and then I finally caught up to it. But there's a ton of other anime that I haven't, so I'm looking here to be convinced about why anime over 100 episodes are worth our time. In the chat, guys, let me know what you think about anime over 100 episodes. Who wants to take it away first in this discussion?
Sure, I don't mind. Bunch of anime that are over 100 episodes long that I'm really fond of. One of them would be Hunter x Hunter 2011, the new version that was made by Madhouse. It was absolutely stunning when it came out, and it also ran to catch up to where the manga was. And then there's a giant pissing contest of on hiatus, off hiatus. So it kind of isn't going anywhere, but hopefully the anime by itself I consider is a good standalone one that you can watch at your leisure.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that one. I've seen like the first 30 episodes or something, like that first training arc or like exam arc, right? And then, but I was actually watching it in French, Misty, because I practice French. I'm trying to learn French, perfect it. I guess. And on Netflix France, which I got totally legally, you have it in dubbed with French subtitles. So I like having the subtitles and the dubs there. So I was watching that for the first 30 episodes, but then they ran out of episodes. They didn't have any more, and then I kind of dropped it. But a lot of people have been telling me to pick it back up. So that is definitely a good one. I saw Labester Al suggested in the chat. Nux.
Well, once we're talking about Hunter x Hunter, I have a question for Misty.
Yes.
Because you mentioned that your favorite character is Gon, and he's the only thing I don't like in Hunter x Hunter.
That's what I said?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter was Isuka, the clown guy.
Well, when we were at Otakuthon, you mentioned it was Gon, and your wife said, "What about Hisoka, the clown guy?"
Yes. Well, the thing is, because the thing I like about Gon the most is very spoilery. It's later on within
the ant arc that you like about it.
Yes. I really like how his how his psyche kind of turned. And I think that really makes him a deep character in the long run. But when he starts, he's kind of flat a little bit.
I don't know. I think he's flat the whole way until, he gets obsessed with something. And then he sort of, he does a total 180 and stays like a 180 until the end of the arc. I don't know. He was my one issue with the show. But yeah, Hisoka is the best character in my opinion.
The other thing I kind of like about Gon is his special move, the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, that's iconic.
Yeah,
Then again, Hunter x Hunter's the master of using weird ass crap in cool ways. I mean, they have knives and knives are useless, but then someone comes with yo-yos and fishing rods and that's going to destroy the competition.
I know. And a thing that I really liked about the whole Hunter x Hunter is the dodgeball match.
Oh, that was amazing. Again, that was because of Hisoka.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing, even just whole like punching the ball was just fun in itself. It had such a good potential builder.
Yeah, someone asked me for a sports anime once. I said Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, see, I assume you guys are talking about Gon because that's how I know him since I watched it in French. But at first, I wasn't that into him. I'm like, he seems kind of like an Ash Ketchum type character. Am I wrong here?
He starts off like one.
Yeah.
Eventually, he becomes a little bit more than that.
Okay, so it's a development thing. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of commit to
Not
it.
as much like Ash, because Ash pretty much sucks throughout the anime. And Gon is always good for wherever he is. He's on a decently high level.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Also, Killua. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know.
Killua,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He to me seems like a cool guy, except that he's so OP at such a young age that to me that was kind of like, come on, you know.
Yeah, but he has the backstory to back it up. So I mean,
He has the backstory, and he's
Yeah,
equally
it's
powerful
awesome.
to Gon. He's not that much
Yeah,
stronger than Gon is.
yeah, they're
And-
pretty even.
They're even throughout. The only thing I had an issue with Killua is his progression throughout the story was completely contingent on Gon.
Yeah,
Like, oh, he's my friend, so I'll follow him around. He didn't really have his own oomph.
yeah, but you really need to have him like have a purpose. I mean, you just want to hang out and just not be with his family, which kind of sucks. I'm like, yeah.
well, I
that's
definitely
fine.
hear that. Yeah.
Oh, well, given what his family's like, it makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
No, he is quite the badass, though.
Yeah, I liked Killua. He was my favorite.
I think I actually preferred Kurapika, though, to Killua.
Kurapika.
Kurapika has this whole Sasuke vibe going on, and it's just like,
Well, Sasuke was based off him, kind of.
yeah,
well, that's
but
what I said.
it also comes back to just like vengeance and killing people because you want them dead, but it just never really led to anything. I mean, he did eventually fight one of the spider, but after
Yeah.
that, it's just kind
And
of
they
it got
dropped
put
him
on
off at
ice
the
for a while.
Yeah, I just forgot about him.
Yeah, wasn't there like in that whole when Killua goes home, wasn't there like a weird like sex torture scene with his mom or something? Or am I remember this wrong?
This family's pretty fucked up, yeah.
yeah. I was like, what? Because like, on the one hand, I'm getting the Ash Ketchum vibe from Gon. He has like a fishing rod, shit like that. And then on the other hand, you go to like that torture house where he lives, and it's like, what is happening? So it is interesting. I'll give you that.
The
It's
thing
so
that
rich coming from you that you don't like the mother and son sex torture scene, but kill is the best thing ever.
Yes, man. I love Misty. Your thoughts on Kill la Kill? I know it's not a long shonen, but me and Nux have been at it for a while. I love it. I love it. He doesn't like it.
I like what it stands for as for an ecchi anime that has an actual story, and it has also a particular art style that really, for the time it came out, it was pretty wow. But now with the whole drawback, it kind of it doesn't really age all that well. I feel for the people who enjoyed it, it was really when it came out, it was a revelation. Now it kind of got forgotten by a lot of people.
Yeah, for me, I love the whole concept that it's so ecchi, but it's like ecchi for a reason. Because
Yes, there's a purpose, and for that I give it points. This is the thing with ecchi. I hate when it's just fan service that's just slattered on the screen to just like please the fans, and there's no story going on. That's why I appreciate High School DxD. There's an actual plot that's like wrapped up around it, or even if it's just comedy, there's just like so many shows that just have those giant streaks of light that just butcher the whole anime. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I like ecchi, I like fan service, but it has to be classy. And what I mean by that is, like it with Kakegurui, like they just have random panty shots, just like, you know, they're walking and all of a sudden the camera is like underneath looking at the panties. It's like, from how would you, as you know, the protagonist or whoever your perspective is thinking, how would you ever see that angle? It's like, it's not realistic. Whereas with Kill la Kill, they have a specific reason they need to have less clothing, because the more clothing you have, the more likely the clothing is going to take you over, right? So it's like, we need as little clothing as possible, and it's hilarious. And then I also have this whole philosophical thing about Kill la Kill. And by the way, Jonathan Essex just finished it in the chat, he says, and he liked it, so he's on my side, Nux. But I love the concept of, you know, clothes, meaning fashion, what others think of us kind of thing. Materialism taking over the world, like the philosophical kind of concept. And then Nudist Beach, the guys that are kind of rejecting that are kind of rebelling against what I think a lot of it represents modern society and how we've come to only look at ourselves based on what others think of us, based on Rousseau, my favorite philosopher, calls it amour propre, which is this love of self that only depends on how others see you. So, you know, if others think you're great, then you think you're great. But if others think you suck, then you think you suck, right? You don't have your own self-confidence. And clothes is a huge symbol of that, right? Because it's like the most outward thing you wear, where you're showing off. It's like, look at me, I'm fashionable, I'm trendy, that kind of thing. So I feel like there's like a dimension there to Kill la Kill, a philosophical one that I really enjoy. So Nux, how does it feel being wrong?
Feels great to be right. He said it was a good ecchi anime. I stand by that. Good ecchi anime.
I'm too quiet, guys. I haven't even said a thing yet.
Good. Stay that way, please.
You've been talking about Hunter x Hunter for the past 10 minutes. I'm like, when is this gonna end?
Okay,
I haven't even watched Hunter x Hunter. I haven't even fucking watched it. And to be honest, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Recon, what long like shonen anime have you watched though?
To be honest, the only one I did was Fairy Tail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He said he wanted to talk about Fairy Tail in this one. He said it.
No, come on. I'm pretty sure some people here have watched Fairy Tail. I think Nux
I've watched Fairy Tail.
Yeah. Misty, did you watch Fairy Tail?
I did.
All of it?
No. I dropped around. I think it was a Lightning Guy.
That's it?
Fair enough. That guy's a dick.
Was that it?
It was about like episode 70 something maybe.
Yeah,
That's it.
It was like 6 openings and something.
I'm disappointed in you, Misty.
Bro, Recon, like, after
sucks.
70 episodes, I think he gave it a fair shot. After 70.
like some people give it the 3-episode rule, and some people give it the 70-episode rule.
I watched Fairy Tail. I've also watched The Abridged. The Abridged was amazing. And to be honest, my favorite arc in Fairy Tail was when all the guilds were battling in the arena. That was probably my most favorite arc because it was so intense.
The
tournament arc. Yeah, that was my favorite arc of all time.
Want to know my biggest piss off about Fairy Tail? Here's a general scenario, all right? All 4 main character, Natsu, Lucy, Gray, Urza, fight a bad guy. They lose. Natsu fight the same bad guy, he wins. The fuck? How 4 versus 1 you lose, and then 1 versus 1 you finally win?
No, I'll explain to you. It's because at the end of every arc,
come on.
at the end of every arc, they feed Natsu some ether nano bullcrap that makes him insanely overpowered for like 10 minutes to beat the bad guy, and then lose all his powers so the next arc he can get his ass kicked by Urza again.
Yeah, well, we call that friendship plot armor.
There's only one reason towards all your questions, and because he has the blood of a dragon. That's why he is so overpowered. That's why.
No, it doesn't. No.
There are like 7 dragon slayers now.
Not to mention, he also beat like Acnologia. He beat like the mightiest dragon. He beat a bunch of dragons, Natsu.
He did not beat Acnologia.
Did he not?
No, he did.
He got destroyed by Acnologia.
He did in manga.
But I'm pretty sure he didn't
read the manga.
No, but I've people have been telling me that Natsu did beat him in the manga. So I'm
Natsu
like, okay, yeah, he beat him.
Natsu also lights time on fire in the manga. Okay?
Uh-huh. Right.
This is Fairy Tail.
But I'm just saying my opinion. I think Fairy Tail is good. I haven't yet watched Dragon Cry because I cannot find it anywhere. And we all know Fairy Tail. Yeah, Yeah, I know it's not out online yet, but we all know Fairy Tail is coming to end. Well, it already ended the manga, but the new season is still yet to air, and then boom, that's it.
Damn
No
it,
more
I
Fairy
heard
Tail.
I heard they're doing a reboot about it.
We'll see how it comes, but I'm quite sad that's gonna end.
Damn it, Recon, didn't you watch Misty's video where he tells you not to watch anime illegally online?
I do watch it on Crunchyroll, but where am I supposed to watch Dragon Cry? Come on.
Man, I have Crunchyroll now. Netflix.
You gotta wait until the DVD comes out.
Yeah.
Nah,
I have
I'm trying
Crunchyroll
to find it
now, Netflix,
online.
which is useless. I have the Amazon Prime, and here in Canada, we actually get the Amazon anime stuff just by having Prime. You don't have to pay extra. So I have that. But yeah, there's definitely some anime out there that are still not available, which sucks. Shout out, by the way, to Soul Madness in the chat. What's up, bro? Also, we had who was it? Someone said in the chat that they got like 9 episodes into Fairy Tail. I got like 30 episodes into it. It was the same deal with the French, like with Hunter x Hunter for me. But yeah, like what threw me off, I enjoy the characters. Like I like Erza, I like Lucy. They're interesting.
Erza, best girl.
You liked Lucy?
Yeah, like the first 30 episodes. I don't know what happened.
Erza's
Lucy
best girl.
is my favorite character. She's
You
the
like
only
Lucy?
one that has kind of some flavor and depth to it, where she doesn't comes off out of the gate like very powerful, because everybody else is like super OP at the beginning.
What? You like Lucy?
Yeah,
How
I do.
can you like Lucy, man?
She has a good backstory, dude. She has a good backstory.
Yeah,
Erza
Yeah,
is just
rich
a
girl.
queen. Erza's a queen.
A wizard. That's the backstory.
I thought Urza had a better like backstory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
the thing
Erza's
about
better.
Urza's backstory, she was in this slave camp thing,
Yeah.
and literally every arc for like 3-4 arcs in a row, she meets old prisoners from that slave camp,
No,
That's
it's all in the one arc.
and she turns them good by the end of the arc.
yeah, with the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Power of friendship. Fairy Tail, flaunts that power of friendship a lot. Because there are no bad guys that remain bad by the end of the series. Except the demons, who they kill, everyone else becomes good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Helvian, by the way, who said he got 9 episodes in. Yeah, the thing that threw me off about Fairy Tail, even where I was at, is the whole spirit realm or whatever, where like no one actually dies. They just go into like they become Lucy's spirits or something.
Well, that's my
No,
biggest
no.
gripe with Shonen is a lot of shows refuse to kill characters. They just put it on the back burner and then they come back. So you end up with a cast of like over 100, 200 characters that you just lose track of who's who and what power someone has. Like One Piece is guilty of that. Naruto's guilty of that. Bleach was heavily guilty of that. And then that's why I really like Hunter x Hunter. There's not that many characters. I mean, there's the Spider Troop, which is the bad guys, and then there's Gon, Killua, Leorio a little bit, and Kurapika, and that's about it. I mean, besides that, there's some people at the very beginning, but they don't really stay in the story.
Well, yeah, and as far as Naruto, they actually have the balls to kill some characters, but don't worry, they all come back.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Naruto.
See,
No,
that's
no.
exactly my problem with it.
No, what was it? Asuma and Jiraiya never came back. They stayed dead.
Asuma did, Jiraiya did
Yes.
not, and Jiraiya probably will somewhere in Boruto. They'll find a way to bring him back. Don't worry.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too.
Asuma didn't come back.
He
He's
did
dead.
too. He fought Shikamaru.
Yeah,
You mean the Edo?
Yeah,
You call it Edo coming back?
yeah.
yeah, it's the same character.
Did the Edo get stopped? So all the Edos died.
Yeah, so they
but
died
he
twice.
came
You
back.
do it again.
Okay.
You just make yourself a little army of Zetsus to sacrifice, and you bring everyone back.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
This is why, guys, this is why my favorite anime is Gurren Lagann. No problem with killing people in that show. So yeah, I think I love that show. But like again, like a shorter anime. So the longer anime have not been something that I've been really into myself.
I got a good long anime. Hajime no Ippo.
That's good.
yes.
That's good as well.
Yeah.
First season was 75 episodes. Then we had 2 OVAs. Then we had 2 26 episode seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about correct. I think there's a movie as well.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's That
Champion
was-
Road is which one is Champion Road? Is it the movie or is one of the series?
yeah, that's one of the movies. That
Yeah.
was after the first season. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Second road, then it's the Mashiba fight.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, and then there's
and then it's the next
fall.
season.
Yeah.
Rising something, I think.
Yeah.
And then
Hajime Up and the Rising. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard really, really good things. Like my brother, again, he's watched Hajime no Ippo. He loves it. But I'm not very fond of, as I've mentioned before, sports anime in general, except Keijo. Keijo is not. Keijo's
Oh man, I love sports anime.
Drop all your shit because Haikyuu, the Haikyuu Haipu is #1 all time.
I mean, Haikyuu's fine. It's
not a long anime,
What?
though.
Haikyuu is fine? No, it's not. It
it's
is.
not.
It is
I
the
thought you
definition
liked
of the. No, it is the definition of the best sports anime I have ever seen.
Get out of here.
He said,
Okay.
that he has ever seen. That's not saying a lot. That's basically just thank you.
No, I've seen others. I've seen Keijo. I've seen Kuroko no Basket, which I dropped because it sucked.
Did you see Slam Dunk? Did you see
No.
Prince of Tennis? Did you see Ice Shield 21?
No, because
Touch.
Did you see Overdrive? You want me to pedal?
yeah, I've seen Yushimi Pedal. It was alright. It was alright.
What about Cross Game?
Misty, what are your favorite sports anime? Since you say you like them a lot.
My favorite would be Ice Shield 21, and then besides that, I really like Slam Dunk. I like Prince of Tennis. Overdrive is one of my favorites. It's pretty short. It's 26 episodes.
Baby Steps is good.
I think I'm too much sold on Prince of Tennis to enjoy Baby Steps so much. I think it was kind of derpy versus what Prince of Tennis had already did.
My thing is, I've actually seen, believe it or not, more classical music anime than like sports anime.
Classical music? Did you see like Corda d'Oro?
No, but I've seen Nodame Cantabile. I've seen
Your Lie in April.
July and April.
April. I've seen another one that was older that I forget the name now.
Sakamichi no Apollon.
Yeah.
Kids on the Slope.
Yes, yes,
The
I've
jazz
seen
one.
Kids on the Slope. That's kind of classic, but also jazz. And
Yeah.
some others. But yeah, like I probably have seen more music and classical music type anime than sports anime, which is kind of weird when you think about it, how many sports anime are out there.
You should check out La Corda d'Oro. It's kind of a reverse harem, but the music is so good in it.
Okay.
I've seen Fuka and Fukamenki Noise. Which
Fuka is not counted as a music anime.
well, it is a music anime though.
Fuka's about a guy who
No, it doesn't really count. It's like saying
girl-
Suzuka is a sports anime.
All right,
It's not really.
how about Fukamenki Noise? That's a music anime. I don't know if you guys have watched it.
yeah, well, it doesn't.
You know, but Suzuka is classed as a sports anime, though.
It is, but it's not really about like sports all that much. It's a romance story with a sports theme around it. Did you see One Out?
Awesomeness.
No, I didn't see one out. No.
I have to say that's probably my favorite sports anime.
One Out is really good. If you like Death Note, it's kind of the same kind of psychological anime.
Yeah, it's on my list of the Death Note video coming out.
Yeah.
Oh man,
All Out.
I love
All
Death
Out.
Note. Something I should check out.
One
Yes.
Out. It's 26 episodes.
Have you watched All Out, the rugby anime?
Yes, it was
I
not-
did, yeah.
Not
Wasn't
good.
really into it.
Was it baseball?
no.
One Out, yes,
No.
it's about baseball.
Oh.
Yeah, One Out is baseball, but all Out is rugby.
Yes.
And it,
Wow.
it was a huge cast of characters that didn't develop at all, basically.
Yeah, that's the problem I had with it.
Well, the
But
main
back to
character did
Shonen.
though. The main character did. I mean, he was kind of a noob when he started, but then he started getting better at the game. That's character development for you.
Yo,
That's not
Nux,
character development. That's getting stronger. It's
on
different.
your Death Note lookalike anime, did you put Ultimate Survivor Kaiji?
I did.
Yeah, I know your game.
Yeah, not,
Basically, this is how it works, Misty. Anything I watch, anything I recommend, those guys here are just gonna stay away from it because they think I have bad tastes.
Yeah, you got shit taste, man. Sorry.
No!
You don't
Recap.
understand. He put out like 5 top 10 lists in a row recommending Testament of a Sister New Devil.
no recon.
Oh, boy.
I love you, man. I love you. Like I was enjoying one of his top 10 lists. It was about the best new romance anime, and then I see Ero Manga Sensei, and I'm like, fuck. off, man.
No, his top romances of all time. He has like Toradora, Golden Time, I don't whatever. And number one was Hajimete no Gal.
No, shut up. Of all time.
Yes!
Of all time.
No, not of all time. I didn't say all time.
Well, he calls them all time, but he makes like parts 2s and 3s. So
But I did include Hazumute no Gal as my number one spot.
yeah, above like Your Lie in April.
And that's before you've even
No.
seen the complete
Clannad
anime.
After Story
Your Line
is the
April.
best. Clannad After Story is the best. Don't even trigger me, guys. Don't even trigger me.
But Misty, what do you think of Hazumute no Gal?
It's garbage.
Thank you.
Absolute trash with
No,
characters
it's not
that are
garbage.
so flat that only their boobs can give them some depth.
Which is okay. Which is okay. But I dropped it because of the whole lolicon crap.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the big fat guy is like the thing that ruins Hajimete no Gal because he's just so into lolis.
That's the
He
thing
maps
that
them
ruins.
out and everything. That's what
Other
ruins
than
the
that
series.
is perfection.
Yeah. Other than that, it's perfection. But that big guy, if he was not in the series, then the whole thing would be perfection.
It's so bad.
Okay, let's move on to more Long Shonen. Away from-
I just want to say, Grey Wolf says, lots of love from Serbia. Yeah, my Serbian brother. I'm from Serbia too originally, now living in Ontario. But yeah, shout out to you, my friend. Yes, Nox, continue.
Okay, so for a long-running shonen anime that I would like an animac to watch specifically, you have any guesses?
Food Wars.
JoJo.
You got it, man.
JoJo.
JoJo. That is a long-running shonen. It has over 100 episodes. It has like 113 by now or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like I've never gotten into JoJo's, and Nox cannot get over that.
JoJo is it's a style that you really need to be curious about to get into it. Otherwise, you'll see it as kind of ludicrous and a little bit over the top.
Well, I do like
Studio
Studio Triggers, so is it anything like Kill a Kill-esque?
No, it's not Kill la Kill.
No, it's mostly. Have you seen Fist of the North Star? Probably not.
Yeah.
I know of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but yes, I do know.
It's kind of the same level of manliness, where it's all about like guys being manly, and a lot of epic battles, and eventually it becomes something else entirely. But for the first few seasons, like I'd suggest like watching the very first season, because that by itself is a good standalone. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, at least like the 2012 remake that he did is a really good point to start on. And then after watching the first season, you can decide whether or not you like it enough to keep going. But yeah,
I would say that you have to be careful there because the first part of the Phantom Blood arc, the first part of JoJo's is a little slow and is not that great. And the second part, okay. Maybe it just took me time to get into it because if you can go in there with an open mind and say to yourself, these people will push normalcy to the limits and it will be awesome, then you will have the best time of your life. And the battles in JoJo's trumps anything in almost any other anime. I say almost hesitantly because I think it's the best battle anime out there. Because every stand is totally different and has totally different abilities, and as long as you know what it is, you have such an edge on your opponent to work out a way to beat it. If you don't know what your enemy stand is, it could be the weakest thing on the planet, and it will be a destructive force.
So you're only talking about from season 3 onwards, then?
Yeah, I'm talking about episode 25 onwards.
Okay.
To Love Rue.
That's not long running.
That's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
also,
for me,
does
I feel the
Psyche-
That is a
style.
long series.
Would
though.
you count Psyche as a long running shonen because it's 120 episodes, even though every episode is only 5 minutes long?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Okay, so Psyche was also awesomeness.
Yes. But it's also one of the shows from the Shonen Jump, so
Yeah, but
they rarely miss the mark when it comes to that.
Yeah. and the
when
second
it comes to JoJo, the style of JoJo is weird. Like
Yes,
First-
but
the first season, it's like your main character's like Jesus. Very
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
person,
yeah.
always wanting to care for like others and stuff, even to the point of he's turning enemies good. He's giving them back like life and stuff, making them be able to feel pain and stuff. And then the tone of the show shifts with the second season, because then your hero's more of a jokester, and then that more fits the complete style of the show.
Yes.
For me, at least, anyway, because the first show, it felt like, okay, we're trying to be serious, but then wacky things kept on happening, or overreactions to things that are happening, and it kept on like pulling me out. You know what I mean? But then with the second generation, that MC more fits because he's more jokey with it. So then the outrageous stuff that's going on like gels better together. And then when we got to like third season, with him being more like serious and manly in it, it felt like Kill la Kill did Fist of the North Star. That's what it feels like.
I don't know. The point of JoJo's is every arc follows a different JoJo, and is slightly, you know, the whole point of the show is slightly changed, you know, perspective depending on who the JoJo is. And Jotaro, who is the third JoJo, who you're talking about, and I don't think you watched the whole Stardust Crusaders, so I don't think it's really.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it all. No.
You haven't watched it at all, and you're already complaining how it's Kill la Kill became Fist of the North Star?
Yeah, because I've seen the style.
Nice.
I've seen the style of the fights. That's
saw the style of the first. Yeah. After you finish the whole Stardust Crusaders, you tell me that again, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that Jotaro is my favorite JoJo, despite Joseph being awesome as well.
So the only reason you took it as a criticism is because you don't like Kill la Kill.
How can you compare them?
All right then.
Like,
you're wrong.
JoJo's is not an ecchi anime.
All right then. All right then.
Anyways, no, that's good, Misty, that you said that like you can look at the first season as kind of like a standalone and then see if you're into it. I'll definitely give that a shot. I know, like, I never watched Legend of Korra because I heard that it turned into a disaster. But my brother watched the first season and then he watched the rest and he dropped it. But he's like, if you just watch the first season, it's kind of like a standalone. It's good, but then it just don't watch on. So yeah, that's sometimes that happens with anime and non-anime.
How about Gundam?
It's not shonen, is it?
What about Gundam?
God damn it! It doesn't all have to be shonen. Just choose
Gundam
a
is
long-running series.
Is it?
Technically, because
Depends on the
Gundam are always teenagers, right?
Say again?
No, I don't think so.
Gundam, they're always teenagers, so I feel like it's a shonen.
No. Nah. Gundam 00 is like seinen.
Okay, yeah, but like most Gundams, like I know.
And Gundam 00 happens to be my favorite Gundam that I've seen.
Iron-Blooded Orphans is the.
Yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans, Gundam Seed, they have to be like shonen technically, I feel like.
Yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans has like teenagers.
But the point is, yeah, are there any actual Gundam series that are over 100 episodes?
No.
No, but the Gundam franchise kind of is, but I wouldn't put it as a like even the Iron-Blooded Orphans is not technically considered as a shonen.
Isn't it?
No, it's not. It's an action mecha anime with maybe teenager in it, but being a teenager doesn't make it play a shonen per default.
I'm looking through the Gundams. Almost none of them are shonens.
Yeah, no, none of them are. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It all depends on how you define shonen, right? Because they're definitely not like your classic battle shonen, like your Naruto's, right? But some people define shonen only based on what audience it's geared towards. So they would say,
but even then, well, Gundam is not geared toward teenagers.
The way I understand Gundam is it's a different setting for a political story. Every Gundam has its own political issues that they're dealing with. And that's the focus as opposed to the protagonist developing, you know, Super Saiyan Quincy Hollow-tailed beast form.
But one thing I liked about the original Gundam is we actually saw our main character, Amuro, reading the bloody manual. It's not no get in the cockpit and instantly can fucking pilot the thing and shoot everyone like it's nothing, you know what I mean? The guy
we don't assume that they actually read it off screen, right? That would be a plot hole.
Really? Really? This is your new model. Oh wow, sits in it here. Alarms go off, battle, that's it.
I'm pretty sure there was a 20-minute break for him to read the manual.
Or Gurren Lagann, you know, just jump in the cockpit, have the will, and you know, there you go.
Because it's the spirit, bro.
That made a lot of sense.
The spiral power. It just, you know what to do. It's instinct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Wait for my Gurren Lagann video.
Go in mode. By the way,
don't try to put logic too much into anime. It doesn't always work.
Yeah, like with Gurren Lagann, it's not about logic, it's about motivation. It's about like just like doing the impossible, and that's what I love about like that life lesson. Kind of do the impossible. Oh, it doesn't make sense logically? Fuck logic, do it anyway. Like YouTube is such a great example, and Misty, you're a veteran here on YouTube, of course, one of the biggest anime YouTubers.
Am I?
You are, and you're also a family man, a writer, and a gentleman. But what I'm trying to say is YouTube is one of those things where usually people will tell you, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, especially as you're starting out as a small channel. Like, my parents, everyone was like, stop wasting your time on YouTube and get a real job, buddy. Like, it's one of those things, it's like, you're not going to make money, making videos about cartoons on the internet. Like, what are you thinking?
You do.
But if you have the Gurren Lagann mentality, then you can do it. But a lot of people, they don't have the vision. They don't, they don't think that way because they're, they might love anime, they might love YouTube, whatever, but they're thinking, I gotta go the safe route. I gotta get that 9 to 5. I can't rely on, just vision alone. But that's why I think Gurren Lagann is a great motto for life, because you can, in fact, do the impossible if you have that vision.
So
Dude,
you're saying
JoJo's.
you're saying you can succeed in YouTube if you have the spirit of Kamina. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Which is why his name Animac,
I'm
if you
gonna
read
have
it
to
backwards.
disagree with you. I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Which is why Animac doesn't have the spirit of commoner with his job. That's when he gets that spirit of commoner, then he's gonna tell that job, F you. I'm out.
By the way, I made this incredible discovery. Animac backwards is Kamina. How mind-blowing is that?
No shit, you just realized that.
Where has he been?
I think it's because I think, yeah, Misty. I go by the name Animac, which is because I basically took Kamina and turned it around backwards, because that's how much of a fanboy I am. And
that's cool.
Every second of it.
You need the spirit of Kirito, man.
Oh.
If you guys don't know, if Misty, you don't know, my favorite character is Kirito.
So why isn't your name Otorik?
I'm such a huge SAO fanboy. The fact everyone makes fun of me because I like the series so much, but I don't care. It's just my favorite, and I always do defend it. Like whenever somebody says something bad about it, I always correct him, and I always, it's like I'm having a debate. It's like I'm having a debate with someone.
When we're talking about SAO and he walks in the room, we shiver.
Man, wouldn't Joey would have a field day with you, buddy?
Oh no, it's a great time. Like it's not even like if you're like, hey, I don't, Sword Art Online, it's whatever, I don't like it, but Recon won't be like, oh, that's cool. He'd be like, no, fuck you, bro, it's the best. He'll get triggered so quick. It's
so you're telling me that he's not ironically liking it, he actually likes it?
No, he's not ironic. He's not ironic.
Oh shit, man!
I know you feel like he is, but he's not. He really, really enjoys it.
I'm not. I love SAO. Like I'm a huge fanboy.
Why?
If you don't know, I have a few SAO posters in my room. I have like 3 figurines of Sinon, Wasana, and Kirito.
He didn't answer though.
Why? Because it's just so good. And look, Misty has the sword of Kirito.
Do you have this one?
No, I don't have the sword.
Oh man, you're not a real fan then.
I said it already, Misty. You are his father. You are his spiritual father, man.
I am not somebody's father.
Not you. You're just
the kid. You're the kid.
The problem with Sword Art Online, again, I think it's a cool concept. I think it's like even Kirito, like sure, at least he's not a crybaby character. There's nothing I hate more than crybaby characters, so I can get over Kirito. But there's so many characters in Sword Art Online that have no purpose. The girl
have no personalities.
Yeah, like.
Well, that's not true. Every single character in Sword Art Online is a tsundere. Okay, so let's just.
I mean, look at the girl. Yui is not, but look at the girl.
You're right. Yui is not.
Look at the girl who makes swords in the original arc, and then she just kind of sticks around but has no purpose. Look at Lifa. Look at Sinon after their particular arcs. They just
fucking Asuna. She's supposed to be like Kirito's girlfriend, and she's just ditched as soon as Gun Gale Online begins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that did actually.
Look, unless she's a damsel in distress, she's just not that useful.
Yeah.
Even though she's supposed to be some lightning sword person or something, you know what I mean?
Man, you guys haven't even watched the movie.
I have to watch the movie, and she was a damsel in distress there too.
No, she wasn't.
She was too.
Misty, have you watched the Ordinal Scale?
No.
Wait. Didn't she need help because she lost her memories because they took her memories away and stuff?
Yes. And she
So
ended up
isn't
sitting in
that
the
a
hospital.
damsel-
Oh, great, Kirito, please save me. So Kirito did that.
Misty, please watch the movie.
Is it even out?
Yeah, it's coming out on DVDs very, very soon.
Okay,
Well,
so you illegally
I did-
watched it. All right. I
No,
got it.
no, I watched it in cinemas. It was out
In Japan?
No, here in the UK. They were showcasing it cinema.
Really?
Yeah,
Man, you guys got a good
Well, I
stuff
watched
there.
it illegally.
I watched it, but
I
I,
had
I
to
wish
yell
I
at
could invite.
Recon.
I wish I invited Solo so he can come with me though.
Yeah, I'm sure you would love that. Soul known for being an appreciator for art online.
I'd be like, fuck this movie.
What I've learned from your video, Misty, on avoiding illegal sites, basically just avoid Kiss Anime. Because they're the ones with the ad blockers. But other than that,
I mean, a lot of letter sites also do that.
oh.
No, it's true, man. It's insane. Like, it's not just an ad blocker thing. Like, I try to watch legally whenever I can, but there are some anime that are older that you can get on DVD because they're not out or never were released outside of Japan. But whenever
Yes.
you try to use these illegal websites, like you have like 8 banner ads, and
I
then
know.
12 pop-ups, and then pop-up blocker. It's like, how can you make so much money off stuff?
6 viruses.
Mhm.
12 more web browsers open. Yeah, we've been there.
Like, yeah, like they're making so much money off stuff they don't own. Like, that is very immoral, man. To be like,
Yeah, it's horrible.
Who's gonna
What's
stop them?
funny is the different methods of the YouTubers. Like Misty made this 3-minute, honestly pretty hilarious video about avoiding Kiss Anime, and then Mother's Basement goes crazy, like 25-minute rant cursing out everyone who goes on these sites.
I mean, I tried to do mine to be kind of satirical at the same time. It's
Did you watch that video?
which one? The Mother Basement one?
Yeah.
Part of it.
yeah, I know. That's how I feel with Mother's Basic videos. Like,
I mean, he got the point across like in the first 3 minutes, and then after that, it's just fluffing in it.
Basically,
By the way,
they make a lot of
fun fact,
money.
guys.
Now let's curse a lot.
Fun fact, in his latest video, Mother's Basement on Death Note said that in the original, Light's downfall is not his hubris. And at
You
this
would
point,
have to elaborate on it, but
at this point, I was just like, what? Obviously, he has a god complex. He has a huge, he becomes so outside of society, doesn't care about anyone, and that ends up being his downfall. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. And he just takes it as a given that he doesn't have a god complex, that hubris is not the issue, and just moves on. And I'm like, man. But yes, that's my little rant.
Can I just say one more little sentence before we step away from this political debate that we're having about other YouTubers?
Political.
Recreators is a classic anime.
Modern classic.
Modern classic. It's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Recreators up there.
Three episodes in, modern classic, bro.
Oh, Misty, are you watching Recreators?
I did not see it entirely. I think I saw the first episode.
You should really catch up. It's quite good.
So I'm almost caught up. I'm like 3 episodes behind. And you mentioned, Animac, that your least favorite characters are the whiny pussies like Shinji or Yukiteru from Future Diary.
100%.
So that's the main guy.
Well, I think that the protagonist from Recreators takes the cake because he doesn't even get to the stature of being a whiny pussy. He doesn't have enough personality to whine. He just literally stands there and does nothing the entire series aside from mess up.
Yeah,
And almost have heart attacks.
I'm a few episodes behind on Recreators. But I'm on like 14 or something like that. Like, so I've seen a bunch of it, and I do enjoy it. It does have some cool characters, but yeah, the main guy is completely useless. It's like, why is he even here? Like, no one's paying attention
Worse
to him
than
at all.
useless. Like, he caused a hell of a lot of issues.
Yeah, like you have to have a good leading cast. Like, that's key with an anime. It's really hard to have an anime that is so good world building and so on that you can overlook a main character.
Like, look at Konosuba, right? Konosuba has a solid 4 main characters, and the rest of the world can do whatever it wants, and it'll work out.
Although Megumin has 0 personality, why do people like her? All she does is like explosions and weird names. There's nothing else about her that's interesting at all. You can't name 3 personality traits of Megumin. By the way,
So
Darkness.
you're telling me that as a
Exactly.
fact, or is this a challenge?
Darkness best girl. But no, yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, man. Anyone who wants to
I
defend
like
Everybody-
Aqua best.
Come on, nah, Aqua's useless, man.
Aqua's great.
It's not
I
about
love-
being useful.
No, she is not useful at all. She is completely useless.
She's the most useful
doesn't
character
matter.
in the entire group.
That's what makes her so good. It's because she's useless despite being a god.
Like Lucy, in it.
Getting eaten
Useless,
by a toad as
but
well.
good for some reason.
She
No,
gets
I
gobbled by
agree
a
with
toad.
Aqua. Like, yeah, she's useless and like dumb and stuff, but she has a personality. Like, she's interesting.
Yeah.
She's funny. I'm not saying you have to love her, but she's an interesting character. With Megumin, she's just like Luca says in the chat, being a lolly is a personality trait. Well, that's pretty much it. She's the token lolly in the whole story. I don't know.
Well, you want to know why I think Megumin is best girl by miles and Darkness is literally the worst of the four main?
Please prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
For
So,
next.
could you do a separate Rant Cafe on best girls?
Yes.
And we could
Yeah.
get it out there.
I want you to now say the nonsense you're gonna say so I can destroy you.
Okay, fine. I would like you to destroy me. So basically, Megumin is the only level. See, I have many gripes with you, but Megumin is the only character in the group that is normal and level-headed throughout the series, unless her really shiny patch comes along and she decides to blow something up.
Yeah.
And no.
I agree.
Interesting. Like Darkness is.
I didn't say she's the most interesting character. I think Kazuma's the most interesting character of the four.
No, Kazuma is just your average guy who actually has a sense of humor. That's basically what he is. But
And that's brilliant. He's not your Naruto or your Shiro Emiya that's good for the sake of good and just for the sake of just.
no, it's cool. Yeah,
A realistic character with a sarcastic sense of humor.
I like him. But Darkness is best girl because A, she's super hot and actually developed as a woman. B, she is a
It's called
masochist.
best girl, not best woman.
She is a masochist, and yet at the same time, she is an honor-bound knight. So for her man, she'll do crazy stuff, but she won't go around doing crazy stuff for everyone, So she is clearly best girl.
I don't even understand the words that are.
To be honest, I am gonna have to
Well-
agree with Nux that Megumin
well-
definitely is best girl for me as well.
Well, after announcing
Okay, now I'm changing my mind. Recon said it. I take it back.
No,
Yes,
to be
thank
honest-
you.
no,
Thank you.
To be honest,
I love you,
I'm not
Recon.
saying that. I said that before. I think in one of my streams, I did say Megumin was better than Darkness, just because I have three easy words: explosion. That is why she
that's
is best girl.
syllables. That's syllables, not words.
Okay, there's 3 syllables. Explosion. That's why she's best girl. She
No,
uses
I think that's
explosion.
as
She
much
collapses,
an
and
argument
then that is it.
as well. So,
Well, I honestly
like
don't
that, right?
understand
And-
why
and yeah,
anyone
as
can like
Nux said-
Darkness at all. Darkness is how can
Best girl.
how can someone like a masochist? How can someone like a character that could be beaten by a cabbage?
Well, I didn't like Konosuba at all. I thought it was a shit show, to be honest.
No, it's not. It's good.
It's
I
pretty
want
good.
to
It's
like
definitely a good
Darkness.
show. It's definitely a good chill show. It's not like a show that's gonna be like, wow, this makes me think, but it's like a really interesting, entertaining show. Misty,
It's a good comedy. Yeah, it's a great comedy.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
in the 2 episodes I saw, the most
If you
funny
saw just 2
part,
episodes, how can you make a full statement out of it?
because it wasn't enough to entertain me, was it?
Yeah, but in 2 episodes, you haven't seen like the full cast. I think Darkness comes in episode 3.
I will be honest. I
Wow,
think
good
episode
point.
1.
That is a good point. You cannot say anything about that show until you've met my girl Darkness. So-
I don't know. I think episode 1 was one
I
of the best.
saw it in
episodes.
OVA.
I just don't
I saw it in the
understand.
latest OVA, and she didn't. There was one bit where I did laugh, where that golem was like hitting her, and her boobs were
Oh
jiggling.
yeah.
That did make me laugh. But I mean, still, even that OVA made me feel like I wanted to fall asleep. It's just, it
No,
wasn't
no, you're-
entertaining.
I don't really understand why you love
Oh,
Darkness.
By the
She
way,
gets-
all these guys, Misty, think that Rem is best girl in ReZero, but I'm an Amelia man through and through.
I never said Rem is best girl in ReZero. I
Rem
just
is
said
best girl.
Amelia's not. I think
Maybe
best
you're
girl
definitely
is Kruch or whatever her name is. The girl with the green hair.
No, Cruz.
Cruise, yeah, Cruise Summer.
Cruz. No, she's not. Rem, my friend. Is
Go
You-
Team
you-
Ram.
Go. Misty, are you Team Rem or Emilia?
Go Team Ram.
Yay, Team Ram.
No, I think he's saying RAM.
Yeah, Ram, the pink hair girl.
Oh, no. Go.
You know, I always felt bad when I'm at a convention and I see like, you know, two girls, one cosplaying Ram, one cosplaying Ram. Who's the sad sap that's Ram?
Ram is better
The
than Ram.
one who drew the short straw. Or the one with the smaller boobs.
I'm with Misty on Ram. I think Ram is more interesting than Ram. Ram, especially at the beginning, Ram is actually like a more stable person, whereas Ram is like just like so insecure and all over the place. So
Yeah, well, I don't know what anyone has to like about Emilia. That's my gripe with it. Not that Rem's amazing, but I don't like anything
we'll
about
save
Emilia.
it for a separate Rant Café called Best Girls. But yeah, this is what happens when you have a bunch of dudes talking about shonen anime. Eventually, it just ends up being who's the best girl in a bunch of
Animac, remember the stream that we did? Remember who won the stream?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
No, it was us. We won.
I'm pretty sure you don't win streams.
How
Put
about
poll with
D.Gray-man?
whoever won it in the chat. Make sure that somebody choose who's right.
Have any of you lot seen D.Gray-man?
I have seen D.Gray-man.
If I've seen the Gray-man, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's a long one in Shonen. I thought that was alright. It had some filler in it, but it was okay.
I didn't have a lot of filler. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, it's I kind of have a mixed feeling about the Gray-man. I feel like it's a cool concept, but every single character has one of the weirdest fucking power ever created. Like,
What's wrong with that?
I'm gonna put the guy with a giant hammer, but a girl with boots, and a guy with a claw. Do something with that. And then there's like the time, and then the vampire. It's a weird fucking match.
Yeah, but I think it's cool though. I mean, it's good to be unique, isn't it?
No, it is a bit unique, but
I think it's
character
too
personalities
try-hard.
are as bland as they get. I mean, usually you have at least one or two good characters in a cast of shonen. In this, there really aren't any.
Yeah, and the thing is, like in the Gray-man, it's a really dark setup. It's like people who are taking lives and everything, but you hardly ever see anyone dies.
And the main bad guy is a really hilarious-looking creature.
Well, I can get behind that because you want to put someone that's efficient, but also not really relying on his look. So maybe if he get later on in the story, he's gonna have like a final form type of thing, and he's gonna look.
No.
Bad. Yeah, but I like his design for.
I'd say people die, but it's just that they get turned into the demons, the Akuma,
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
and then
With,
they fight the Akuma.
It's only no one dies on screen. We have people that have already died and turned into demons, but no one
And-
actually. Even the characters that die didn't really die.
yeah, it's
like-
kind of it's the same thing with Bleach. I mean, it started off being kind of dark with people getting slaughtered by hollows and everything, and then eventually it's just like, oh, everyone's already dead, and just have them fight each other.
Yeah.
So about Bleach, I think the whole thing was basically running off the Soul Society arc in the beginning, like from episode 17 to probably 60, 70 something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that was a pretty good arc. We met the captains, we met the lieutenants. Ichigo got way overpowered in a really short amount of time.
Yeah.
And from then on, it was just losing steam because Kirito. I called Ichigo Kirito right now. So, 'cause Ichigo, he only kept getting stronger and more forms. And there are hollows now. So Ichigo's now a Soul Reaper and a hollow and a Quincy and a
And a
Super
full
Saiyan.
brain.
And what?
And a full bringer.
And a Fullbringer,
Yeah.
of course, which was dumb as hell. That whole arc,
yeah.
that was a disaster.
Well, the
And
thing is,
somehow-
like, the problem with, I think Giga made a video about it. It's like when you get characters and you keep bringing stronger enemies, you have to have your main character always go on a tangent of like increasing power. But if you go at the beginning and you put a power cap for characters to strive at, then you don't reach that problem.
No,
Right,
I
so
think that's
for example,
that's
you
another
have My
problem.
Hero Academia, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
example he gave. If you give like someone like All Might, that's already like the top, he's the number one, and you strive to reach that, then eventually that's gonna be the point where it's gonna end. Where as the other ones, it kind of always just keep going up, and you reach points where like
Here's
people
an
are
example
doing
in-
galaxies.
Yeah,
No, but
here's
that's
an
a bad example, though. That's
here's
a
an
bad
example of
example.
Bleach. as far as Bleach goes, you have Ichigo, and he did not even master Bankai yet. With the plain Shikai, he beat Kenpachi, who was fighting at full power, without his eye patch and everything. Skip a few hundred episodes.
He didn't. Kenpachi didn't have a Bankai either.
No. He beat Kenpachi while Ichigo only had his Shikai.
Yeah, but Kenpachi didn't have a Bankai to go.
Hey, let me finish. So basically, Ichigo goes further, and then he fights Inui Tora, who destroys Ichigo, and then Kenpachi destroys him. So this is hundreds of episodes later without Kenpachi
already weak at that point. Ichigo was already weak. That was straight after he had just had his fight with Grimjaw.
Yeah,
straight after.
He was equally powerful.
He was already weak. He was
already
weak.
Stronger.
He was already
Tora
weak.
Was stronger than Grimjaw.
He took a beating
was number
from
5,
Grimjaw.
Grimjaw was number 6.
Did you not watch it?
Okay,
he took a beating
from
Grimjaw first. He took a beating from Grimjaw first.
Relax.
Yeah, because he was worried about how Inoue saw him. So he took a beating at first because he was scared to show his full power. And then after, it was Nell who convinced her to like give incentive to Ichigo because she could sense that he was holding back because of her. So then after he starts fighting seriously, he eventually beats Grimjaw, which, you know, going by his mask and everything, is pretty broken up. So a lot of his power is gone. He's only got about a quarter of the mask left. And then straight after that, Nintora turns up and he has to fight him. And obviously he just gets beaten up straight away. Because that guy's fresh.
What I'm trying to say is he was equally strong to Grimjaw when they fought. And Inui Tora is number 5 and Grimjaw is number 6. Therefore, Inui Tora is stronger than Grimjaw. And Kenpachi, who Ichigo beat hundreds of episodes ago, destroyed him.
Yeah, but he trained in the meantime.
Kenpachi did not.
Yeah,
he did.
He did. He said that. That's why he used
beads on his hair and he destroyed him anyway.
Why wouldn't he train? He has to keep up with everyone, so of course he would train off screen.
What do you mean keep up with everyone? Ichigo jumped to his levels and just coasted from there.
Yeah, but he stated that he trained with the captain commander, and that's why after he used the sword with 2 hands, because normally he only swings with 1 hand.
Okay, I could bring more examples if you like.
Well, you got the point across anyway.
Yeah, I think the Bleach fandom can relax. Personally, I thought that Bleach dragged on too long for certain arcs. Like the Soul Society arc, by the time they get to Rukia, I was like, come on, man. Come on. So that's an issue, again, with the longer anime that I have, is that they just take so long to get to the point. Old Dragon Ball Z is a good, like as a kid, I loved it. But now when I realized that like the whole Frieza saga is like 90 episodes, like not literally 90, but you know what I mean? I'm like, Jesus, how did I get through this?
But the thing with Bleach was like, was there a need to have like 12 captains and then each captain like a sub-captain? And then, so like, that's like 24 characters that you just drop. And I'm like, there's no point. A lot of characters you don't really care. They don't have a big
aren't there
purpose.
13? There are 13 captains, no?
Yeah, well, 13, but there's also, I wasn't counting like the captain commander in it, so.
Well, he also had a sub-captain.
Yeah, so it's still my point is.
For anyone who read the actual manga in Bleach, you know, poor you, because that's a disaster.
Yeah, I kind of stopped after Aizen.
Yeah, the end of the manga was really bad. It was really rushed. Really rushed.
And you wanted another example, so remember in the beginning of Bleach when what are they called? Those massive hollows, the powerful ones.
Yeah. I know the one. Yeah,
Menos Grande. The Menos.
Yeah, Menos Grande. Yeah, that's the one.
So Menos shows up. They evacuate the town. The Soul Reaper guys run. They're gonna call in like 6 captains to take him down. Do you remember that was the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Right.
Skip a few hundred episodes later, and you have the lieutenants taking out hundreds of Menoses with 1 swing of their sword.
Yeah, because they train.
But what do you mean? Yeah, because they trained. They were captains that were immortal for thousands of years in the Soul Society.
Yeah, but don't you understand that Ichigo has a power that boosts everyone else? It's kind of an aura. It's just.
What was that? Say that again.
Ichigo got an aura that boosts everyone.
Okay, so did Naruto. It's a thing.
Yeah. It's a thing with Shonen.
Yeah. I think there's one problem. Big problem for me with Bleach is that Ichigo had no goal.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
it's
say
just-
that also. It was a different person that got kidnapped in every arc that drove him forward.
Yeah, that's why every arc felt like rinse and repeat because there was no like end goal in sight.
Mhm.
We never knew what we were driving towards. It was just like, you know, the enemy of the day. And
Oh
you see
no,
where that goes.
Ruki was captured. Oh no, Orihime was captured. Oh no, the whole society was captured.
Mhm.
And that's the whole story.
Yeah. Speaking of power levels and training, one anime that a long-running anime that I am caught up on now is Dragon Ball Super. And while I have definitely some issues with it, like, you know, the Super Saiyans from the other universe all of a sudden achieving Super Saiyan form so easily, whereas in our universe it was taking so long, stuff like that. The, you know, Goku getting shot in the Resurrection of F Saga, it's like what? Anyways, I do find one thing very interesting because they screwed up the whole power level stuff, right? Like they went to like universal level, and then it's like, where do you go from there? Then I have to go to a multiverse.
Mhm.
However, the power tournament of power now is very interesting because they set up these rules where like you can't fly, you can't use illegal you know, objects, foreign objects, stuff like that. So it actually forces them to use strategy over sheer power.
Yeah.
And I think that is a very good thing that they did with Dragon Ball Super. It's like actually bringing strategy and teamwork. You have to kick the guy out. You can't, you know, just fly or kill him or whatever. So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, well, that's what helps those shows is when there's restrictions over like just who's got the biggest dick power level. So,
Yeah, who's training the more?
And that's what's really cool about One Punch Man. You got Saitama that's like the cap, and then you got everybody else that you follow that tries to reach that level.
Yeah, and I love One Punch Man because I think it's a great comedy anime. I think I don't think it's like the greatest anime ever, but I really enjoy it because I think it's a great comedy anime. It turns that whole trope of starting off weak and then getting stronger on its head in a really funny way. A lot of people hate on it. They say the joke gets old, but personally, I very much enjoy it.
Well, the thing is, like, the whole point of the show is not to follow Saitama; it's to follow everyone else.
Yeah, like Moomin Rider, bro. Moomin Rider.
Like him, or Genis, or even the supersonic guy.
Poor Genos.
Sonic. Well, the way they set up the characters in One Punch Man was how Saitama is what everyone dreams to be. And it shows that once you get to that dream, is that really, you know, what you want? And every other character represents a different personality, the good guys and the bad guys. And that's what makes it such a great comedy.
Mm-hmm.
How about Shokugeki no Soma?
It's not over 100 episodes. But it's
well, One Punch Man is not even 100 episodes.
Yeah, but I don't want to make fun of anyone else.
But yeah, One Punch Man I think is a really interesting thing. And Saitama did lose one fight, guys. Do you know against who?
Wasn't he against the guy with the old guy?
Don't say the mosquito. Not the mosquito.
Okay.
The fly/mosquito. That's the one.
How did I know that that's what you were talking about?
I love it. I love it. It's hilarious. But I don't want to, you know, draw on for too long, keep you guys for too long, especially Misty and Soul. I know you guys have families and stuff to take care of. I will say, though, if you guys have any final thoughts, please feel free to drop them here. And, of course, links to everyone's channel are in the description, guys. Definitely support our boys, Anime Recon, Noxtaku, and Misty Chronexia.
Sure. Yeah.
I know you're gonna have to get a sub boost from this stream.
I appreciate it. I appreciate a shout out.
You're welcome.
Misty, can we have Recon versus Misty, please?
I wouldn't want to destroy you so bad, man.
No, come on. Can we please do that? Recon versus Misty.
Anytime you have time and you want to come back, you're welcome. And if one of those times you want to do and just go all out on Recon, I will watch. I won't even say.
I mean, come on, Misty. Me and you do top 10s, so we're both like brothers. Come on, you gotta team up with me.
No. I'm like heavy leagues and you're like lightweight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's your father, man. You gotta strive to reach that. You don't even have a Kirito sword. Why are you talking? You don't have a Kirito sword.
Well,
look, I have figurines. I have 3 figurines of
Kirito
SAO. That's better than a sword.
You can't fight with figurines, man. You need the
I
sword.
actually have 2 Kirito swords, so I think that bests everyone.
Okay, do you have the diamond one and the normal one, right?
I have
Do
the one
you
that
even
Misty
know the
has and the
names?
one that he shatters on that shield.
Hey, Recon, do you know the name of the sword?
Me?
Oh, man, you're such a good fan.
Dark Repulsor and
Shit,
Elucidator.
I forgot the name of the sword.
Elucidator and Dark Repulsor.
Thanks
think
thanks
so,
for
yeah.
showing your guns. Nux.
I think
that
so,
wasn't
yeah.
the point.
Nice Google skills, Nux.
Yeah, go Nux.
Yeah.
I forgot the
But
names
how
of the
does it
sword.
feel that we have 4 voice actors for Boruto Abridged on the stream right now?
Oh, is that still a thing going on?
Believe it or not.
Oh shit.
Nux,
Well,
looks like
you're
you've
not
been
going to be
taking a
having
while.
any roles
Misty.
for a while because it's going to be 100 episodes until that bad guy comes again. So
I'm good.
Yes, Misty is a voice actor in Nux's Boruto Abridged series. So far, episode 1 is out. You can check that out on his channel. Episode 2, hopefully sometime this year, right, Nux?
or next
Might
year.
come out before my episode.
Yeah, well, I'm not animating it.
Yeah, I mean, but you guys still edit it together.
And I have a cameo. So you're saying Recon has a cameo too?
Yeah, Recon, I gave him 1 word.
What is it? What is the one
Thanks.
word? Thanks. Is that it?
Just
You did it already.
crap it from the the whole video.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Just don't cut Recon's 1 word, man. Like, don't when you do the cuts, like, don't cut that 1 word. That would suck for him. Anything else you guys want to touch on before we call it a night?
Yeah.
I got something. For anyone who liked Haikyuu and don't mind reading manga, then there is a manga called Shoujo Fight, which is like a female volleyball team. It's like Haikyuu, but it's more like focused on the characters. Kind of
It's
like how
Haikyuu with
Cross Game is, how it's more focused on the characters than
So
the.
we have Haikyuu with
Facebook?
breasts, you're saying?
Yeah, Haikyuu with breasts. Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'm
art
liking
ain't
this.
bad. So yeah,
I've got something.
Shoujo
Have you
Fight.
seen Diamond No Ace?
If I have seen it,
Oh, that's a baseball one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a baseball.
yeah.
No, I remember seeing like I think maybe a chapter or so, but that was about it. I didn't go back to it. It weren't like that. It was bad. I dropped it. It's just I didn't go back to it. There's loads of series I've got like that.
I never completed it, but I keep getting told it's amazing.
It gets better. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks everyone in the chat for showing up as well and watching. Pleasure. Misty, thank you for coming on. Misty,
Sure.
obviously on his channel, you guys I'm sure know, but he does top 10 lists and other content, some humor, some commentary, all that fun stuff. So definitely check him out. Recon does some reactions. You're gonna love that, Misty. He does some reactions and he does top 10 lists, which are AMV format and good quality. So definitely check him out. Nux does a whole bunch of shit. He does
Thank you.
analysis, humor, abridged. He doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. I think
That is true.
I think he's about to start doing like Jake Paul videos, all sorts of stuff. He's a great
How
guy.
does he
Reaction to Jake Paul's.
Yeah, diss tracks, all of it. And we got Soul Maka. Soul Maka does not have his YouTube channel up and running yet, but he will eventually in his spare time. He is a hentai artist, believe it or not.
I am.
And he's also a family man, and you can find him on our Discord, link in the description. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for showing up for Rant Cafe. It was a pleasure. You're all welcome back anytime. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys. No, fuck. Recon. I'm sorry, everyone.